Alright, we back with another solve analysis. I think I might start doing these for a lot of notable solves for 5, 6, 7, as long as Brest is down to reconstruct them. Pretty dependent on Brest because world record solves are almost never filmed over the shoulder, so we pretty much got to take what we can see and rely on Brest, who's freaking amazing. So reconstruction will be in the description with a link to Brest's page and everything. Thanks, Brest, for the reconstruction. So this is Feliks Zemdegs 3793 5x5 solve. Kind of an overview of the solve. I'll post a link to the video in the description as well. 14-second centers, honestly pretty average, not that great. And then 16-second edges. Like, that's nuts. That's so fast. And then just a Feliks Zemdegs 3x3 stage, I imagine. So, probably pretty fast there. Space doesn't start. That's weird. Okay, here we go. Let's check out our start. Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's go back. Okay. He does yellow first. So, let's see what we got. Okay, so we got solved yellow bar on bottom. Nothing too. Honestly, this isn't even that good of a start. I mean, centers were average, so that's not surprising. But bar on bottom, yellow is definitely the best. But like, this isn't great. So let's see what he does first. So right here, this is honestly not. This is not an easy start because it's pretty straightforward. There's a bar on bottom. He uses all the pieces in the M layer, builds the first bar. Also, obviously, disclaimer, when I was doing my 7x7 record video, I knew what I was thinking. I'm guessing on what Feliks is thinking or what he's seeing. I'm just kind of giving more, this will be more of an analysis of what I think is going on, so Feliks could tell me I'm wrong or whatever. But I'm sure he'll agree this is not the greatest start. It's not terrible, and then it's just like, you had one bar, you had to build the second one, then you had to build the third one. No, nothing fancy, meaning like pretty standard. I don't think he didn't do anything. I don't think to save this on purpose. So I think this is just lucky. This is not that lucky. Like, he hasn't gotten lucky yet at all. There's no luck involved whatsoever. Pretty standard stuff. This is good. Saves that blue bar up top. I like this a lot. Feliks is really good at doing this, not doing a rotation and keeping white on top, so that he doesn't have to do a rotation to do it on M and then rotate back. I like this a lot. Saves that blue bar. Sets up nicely for doing the blue center next. I like this. Make the 2x1. Finish off this right here. As you can see, like, he's doing a lot of U primes. Just like, even in like the best solves of all time, like, things aren't perfect. As I said before, though, it's not about. Ooh, actually, so I would have recommended it in this specific case. I don't think it's that big of a deal. So if we go one turn back, it's not a huge deal. It's just something that I think would have probably saved him some time. So we're right here, and he's got this case right here. If you just do a U prime before you insert this, you now have, you can do then 3 more moves, and you have 2 orange bars because you have this kind of like 4x4, and then this 2x1 right here. Really doesn't cost him much time at all. Oh, but you see, like, he now pulls it back out, so he does undo those moves, and then does exactly what I just said. So it definitely would have saved him maybe half a second. Nothing too crazy. This is something I really like. This is something I do in my solves. Right here, he sees that he can make this 2x2 really quickly on green, and it's not going to disrupt the orange at all, and it's almost guaranteed to help him out. So he just goes ahead and makes it real quick, and there we go. And he sees this, and you can see it's going to help him out later for sure. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay, so actually, these centers are pretty bad. If you got 14 centers with like a 0-second last 2, like, this is he did a little bit of effort to set up these last 2 centers into a better case on the 3rd center, 4th center, but then he got pretty lucky in the case. There's no commutator, no nothing, just straight 3 move last 2 centers. But the centers weren't all that great. 14 seconds, pretty standard. He executed this really fluidly, but now we're gonna get into the magic, and this is. I've seen this video. This is disgusting. This is so fast. I don't even. Okay, wait 1 sec. I had to watch it because I'm probably not going to track properly. Okay, so he does white-green first. Okay, white-green first is good. He's got all the pieces are right in front of him. Oh, this is so smart. Oh god, this is so good. Like, it's just things that I like not good at because I have bad habits. I'll notice more. Like right here, boom. He has these 2 white-green pieces, and the next white-green is here. So he does this back insert. He already knows the piece is here. He does a back insert from the back. Really, really efficient. Then he's on red, blue. Where's red, blue? Red, blue is pretty clear here. Another back insert. Feliks is good at those. U prime. This is good as well. Okay, so these edges, like, obviously you get like 16-second edges, which are probably the fastest official edges of all time. You're expected to get a little lucky. Like, there's nothing crazy though. He's just seeing. The only lucky part I'd say going on right here is the fact that they're all. He doesn't have to do a Y2 yet. There's no Y2s yet. All the pieces are on the top layer, already existing in the middle layer. But like, if you watch the solve, the fluidity of this is insane. Like, there's no pauses to any of these. He's seeing all these pieces immediately. Wait, what's he doing right now? White, orange. So white, orange is a little unfortunate. He didn't see... I'll just make a note. It's not a big deal. There's probably something... Actually, there was nothing. Wow. So this is actually still the best option. Oh, that was... I'm holding it wrong. So now... So this is where... This is 90% of the luck in the solve, I'd say. Centers were not lucky in any way whatsoever. Except maybe the last solve, the last center. But honestly... Overall, those are probably pretty neutral centers because the bad start and the no luck kind of canceled out with a little bit of lucky last center, nothing going on. Being able to do 4 complete edges without having to do any rotations or use any of the bottom pieces, that is very lucky. But I don't think it's unreasonable for a world record single. Like pretty nothing too crazy. This is a good. He needs to do a flip on the back piece, and he does this cool trick where you essentially pull it out from the back and then insert in the front. Very quick. I like this. Wait, what's he doing right now? Yellow, red. Okay, so this is definitely the best piece next. The reason why this is like... There's nothing clearly... Like, there's nothing joined in 2 right here, as you can see. Yellow, red is definitely the best, though. I don't know if he knew this. Like, Feliks is really good at picking the best option, though, in every case. Because, look, yellow, red is 2 gen. This is oriented correctly. This is oriented correctly. This is oriented correctly. Meaning... He pulls this out, like, it's 2 gen with you, like, it's amazing. Like, this is clearly the best option. Probably would have done the middle one first, but not a big deal. Would have eliminated the D move, but hardly matters. He's doing yellow, blue now. This is also something Feliks is very good at. He does yellow, blue now. He does this wide move, which cancels... Instead of doing a D, which is awkward, he has this U wide 3 move, which pushes it to the back and pushes this blue and yellow piece up here, which then leads to a 3 move insert on this edge. I don't know if he's thinking of all these things or just kind of just like playing out. It's probably a little mix of both, but and then he has a 3D. Wow. Then he has the 3D wide prime, which then puts the edge back in this nice slot to take out, which is also very ideal. Also another back insert from the back. Pretty hard to get used to. Very, very useful, especially in this case. So in this case, he finished his first 8 edges, and the centers are already aligned, which is pretty nice. Not, like, lucky, I don't know, but, like, there's a basic insert, so nothing crazy here. Feliks is smart, so he's going to do a 3... He takes a gander at what he's got. So Feliks takes a quick look at what he's got. I don't know why I can rotate the cube myself. Right, so now he's got... So he sees... He's going to do a 3 cycle. So he's got a good 3 cycle setup. He's got this piece. This is a good last 4 edge case on 5x5. Nothing insane, but it's definitely something you like to see. So you got this red and green piece right here. You got this red and green piece right here. This is going to cycle over here. And since these two are already matched up correctly, you can, when you cycle back, you can solve 2 complete edges in a 3 cycle. Definitely a good case. Not crazy. So he's going to do that. What's also nice about this case is that, oops, I'm holding orange and wrong, is that you end up with both unsolved edges in the front, and he then has, ooh, he does a mistake there. It could have been 36. Then he has a simple slice case. And now he's on 3x3, and I certainly have no, I'm certainly not qualified to judge Feliks on 3x3, but here we go. What cross is he doing? Oh, he's doing a red cross. God. Oh, cross on top, buddy. I don't know about that. Oh, oh, that was a smart trick. I should start using that. That's a good cross. Oh, good. Doing that pair wouldn't break up the other pair. Definitely knew that. What is he doing? He's like he did like 3 F2L pair. This is the third pair. This pair was already made when the cross was done. He did a third. Like I'm sure he knew. I'm sure he knew it was there. Like he just like did stuff that was better to not and wouldn't break it up. That's pretty cool. Does this from the back. All right. And then Fat Soon and R Perm is what he said. As you can see, there's a lot of zeroing going on. Oh, he has the he does the this R Perm, which is I definitely like it better on big cubes because it doesn't use D moves, but it does take quite some time. But Feliks is very good at double triggering with his left hand, so he can do it much quicker. Yeah, that was Feliks's 5x5 world record single. Really smooth solve. Centers pretty standard. Edges were nuts, absolutely nuts. Easily the best edges I've ever seen on a 5x5 solve, no question. But yeah, that was that.